Alright, so here are the castings. I've got a stubborn worm that doesn't really want to go down, but you can see how these castings actually just break apart very easily in your hand. I'm actually going to take off my gloves here. And it's like a really rich chocolate cake, honestly. It is really neat to see how the breakdown has gone. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of these castings into this bag here that I've procured for that specific purpose. And a lot of people that I've seen will actually allow their castings to kind of dry out a touch before they consider them quite finished. As you can tell, these are going to have eggshell mixed in, which I don't think is so problematic, to be quite honest with you. But look at that. And it just crumbles apart in your hand. Very little pressure. And they just crumble apart, which is really neat. It's crazy to realize that this all came from, look at those worms. Those worms in that handful. And this all came from cardboard. I believe that this bin, I used cardboard for the majority of the brown materials. And so it's really neat to see it completely transformed by these neat creatures that God has made. It's amazing to see the end result. So here's some more. Again, these castings are a little bit moist, which is I'm personally okay with. You can see there. Sorry, there's a bit of a glare, but yeah. So we've got a little bit of a stick there, but outside of that, this has been mostly broken down. And it just crumbles right into that bag. So got another piece. Just break that into there. And as I sniff it, there's not really a smell to it. I was actually expecting more of an earthy smell, but there's not really a smell to it that I can make out. Yeah. What do we have here? Okay, we got some. I don't know what this was. It looks like, it feels like an avocado peel. So that has not yet broken down, but over time that would definitely break down as well. But you can see that the layers that we're going through, initially there were a few worms in here. There's still a worm there, but for the most part, the worms have. Oh no, we got some more worms. So they're pretty tucked away in there, honestly. I feel like we've had low temperatures mostly in the 40s and 50s. And what do we have here? Here I've got, looks to be a piece of wood. Wow, look at that. Look at that worm. That is a great shot of a worm. Oh wow, we got a lot of worms actually on this little piece. It's really neat because I would imagine that they have all come here because they are in search of probably the fungi that are breaking down that piece of wood. And so it's just really neat to see the ecosystem that's in here. And of course, to be able to take some of the end product and start them back again. So I'm just going to continue on, fill up this bag here for our friend, and then put these guys back in their environment. I'm probably going to give them a new feeding of the bokashi pre-compost, and then give them some new bedding, some fresh bedding. As I showed you earlier, they do have some of the leaves in there, some dry fall leaves. So that's puts them at a good start, and I'll probably add some shredded cardboard as well. That's just easy, breaks down pretty easily. But you can see it all just crumbling in my hand. I'm really happy with this, and I'm really excited to see what it'll be like when I process bins where I've used the crushed eggshell, because I imagine that I won't have quite so much shell there. But the slow release of the calcium probably won't hurt for the plants that this will be introduced to. So see it just crumbling away there. Basically digging through worm poo.